Hi guys, so we've got a Peter Rabbit themed set today, my first test customer order. So this one is the Peter Rabbit one. So we're going to take that white Dali artistic shade for the base of this first nail we're doing. Oh, always fluff. Look at the size of that fluff. Oh. So we're going to do 2 coats. Pop that in the lamp. We're going to wipe off that tacky layer because we're going to use the alcohol inks again. I'm using the turquoise Bling ink this time, although I do remember that actually I need to be ready with my isopropyl alcohol to manipulate the ink once it's put on. So always be ready. So we're going to drop that on and just sort of dot it about. I just wanted like a simple marble effect. So there we have it. Make sure you wait for that to dry fully before putting your base coat or top coat on. I just realised I wasn't doing any more on that, so actually it's okay to put a top coat on. I was going to put a bit of silver on it, but I think sometimes less is more, and it worked out how I wanted it, just for the sort of theme of the nails. So yeah, top coat away. So there we have shiny top coat, looking fab. Next nail. I think pretty much most of all of these nails have got that white shade as the base coat. Like one hand, they're both obviously Peter Rabbit themed hands, but one is Peter and one is Flopsy, is it? So one hand's got like a bluish sort of theme running through it, and the other one's got a pink theme running through it. So we're using that frozen lake on top of a white base coat. It is a really nice shade, that, from Dali Artistic. I love it. There we have it on. Oh, and here starts the stamping disaster of 2023. Oh, I don't know if I've put the final into the final cut. I don't know whether I put all the mistakes in, but it just didn't want to stamp with this silver. I've obviously put it in. I've obviously kept it in. So I put it, got ready to stamp. I think, did it transfer onto the stamp but not do it? It was okay, but I tried 2 times in between that and this take. Honestly, it went on the stamper and then it refused to go on the nail. I don't know what happened, but I decided to use that falcon shade. So much better. Oh no, I think this is the one that goes disaster. I don't know. We'll see. Like, it decides it don't want to go. No, see, yeah, I cut it out. This one worked. We just have to do a little bit of a touch up. So we're just going to use Magpie Beauty's champagne gel paint to cover up the little bits that didn't quite stamp as we would have liked. So you might have seen these in my previous video, but my first test customer, she liked my sort of wintry nails, my Peter Rabbit nails and my Valentine's nails, and just sort of said run with it. So I'm using this one from the Snowy set, like a nail from the Valentine's set, and then like the Peter Rabbit thumbnails. So I think they turned out okay in the end. I hope she likes them. So we've done our lines. We're going to put the 2 dots on each of those lines. So, I mean, you could use a dotting tool. It would probably be easier, to be fair, to use a dotting tool here. but it's alright using the brush. And just the two on the top. Not much to describe here. And we'll pop that in the lamp. Always have to remember that gel paints need longer to cure. And so then we're going to top coat this. I was glad I checked the website for Dali Artistic because it's actually a longer dry time for the top coats than the normal shades. And there we have, all shiny top coated up. So yeah, we're going to start with that white shade again. Actually, I changed my mind halfway through and decided to use this blue lust shade instead, because I was going to use white and then that glitter over it, but the glitter, I didn't have any glitter that was this shade, and I thought I'll use this ready-made polish anyway. So we're going to use 2 coats of this and shiny top coat this one. Just a simple nail for this, just because you don't need something on every single nail. Less is more, right? Not for my nails, but yeah. And then we're going to shiny top coat using that Dali Artistic one again. I do think these ones are really good actually. So I'm hoping these might be my new base and top coat. Who knows? Now we have all shiny and new. So the little fingernail, yes, we're going to start with white as the base coat again. And this is sort of a blue version of one of my Valentine's nails. If you've watched those videos, you'll know what I mean. So we're going to use that blue lust. How do you say that? Lustre? I don't know. So we're just going to sort of do a swirl halfway down the nail, although I do kind of change it like that. So that's going to be all that nice sparkly glittery blue shade. And then we're going to do some black hearts on top of those. Because the Valentine's set I did had this, but with like pinky purpley swirls. So there we have that one, 2 coats of that. So then we're going to use that dotting tool and some black gel polish. My first heart goes okay, the second one goes a bit haywire, so I end up having to correct it and it looks loads bigger than the other ones, but just roll with it. Just roll with it. There are easier ways to paint hearts, I think, but I thought it was okay to start with, and then it was just like ended up getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. You see, it just looks like a bit of a splodge at the minute. It just look okay in the end. I might take it off camera to adjust, or do I do it on here? I don't know. I think I take it off camera to adjust it. See, all symmetrical now, just a lot bigger than the other one. So I rolled with it. So we've got 2 small hearts and a big heart in the middle. Looks like just how it was always meant to look. I hope. Then we're going to shiny top coat that. These are all going to be shiny top coat. I don't think any of them would have looked good matte. Maybe the marble one. But no, I liked these. All shiny. Shiny, shiny, shiny. So pop it in the lamp. There we go. All shiny. And this is the one you've all been waiting for, isn't it? Peter Rabbit. So we're starting off with the white base coat. I must admit, Peter Rabbit is my favourite. Absolute favourite. All-time favourite. He's so cute. So these are the colours that I'm going to be using. They're blue velvet polishes, but there's no point, as I've said in previous videos, telling you which ones they are, because unless you get the exact same set, they're all going to be the same number. So we're starting with the lightest brown. And we're going to start with his face, like the main bit of his face. Like from my drawing, he's sort of like got sticky out cheeks, is what I can say to describe it. So his cheeks stick out and a little pointy chin. But you definitely want your tiny detailer brush on this one. Maybe not for the filling in bit, because it did take me quite some time to fill this in with the detailer brush, but I don't know. I found it quite therapeutic doing it this way anyway, so I mean it was fine for me. I'm sort of like constantly mixing those different brown shades to try and get the right colour that I wanted for him. Like if you saw my drawing at the beginning of the video. But this was a good start for him anyway. So a little bit darker there, but then we're going to draw the tiny bit of his body that will be on show. I mean, you can draw as much as you want. I mean, you could do his face, like his pointy chin to the bottom of the nail if you've got an almond shape like this one. Then we're going to draw his ears. So they obviously go all the way to the top of the nail, really, because he's got lovely big ears, hasn't he? So sweet. Oh, I love Peter Rabbit. So I'm using the same brown as I used for his face. So they're quite simple shapes, really, the ears. And then it's just like the different colours that are inside. You know, it's not like, I know maybe it might look like it's really difficult, but it's not. It's just a bunch of different colours, and then you'll just have to be really gentle when you're outlining, because there's not a lot to him, to be fair. So there we go, get that in the lamp. And then, like I say, we're just going in with different shades of brown. I couldn't mix the exact shade that I wanted, so I mean, honestly, as long as you've got two different shades, it looks a bit more, I don't know, adds some dimension to it. I mean, I think at this point I'm just like adding loads of different colours just to see, I don't know, which looks best. But like I say, because you're going to outline on top of it, and just needs to look a little bit different to the rest of it. And I put darker shades like on the sort of edges of his ear, and just like a little bit at the top. He's so sweet. So I think I'm taking like the colour off, any paint off the brush, so then I can sort of like blend it in, if you know what I mean. Then we're going to use that nice blue shade. Actually, I think I might have mixed a little bit of white in with it in the end, just because I think the blue I picked originally was just a little bit dark. And you've got to have his trademark blue jacket, haven't you? It's all coming into place. So that's literally all the colouring that you need. So now we're going to go in and do the outline. So you don't want loads on your brush, but you need enough so that you're not dragging the brush and making mistakes. So we're going to outline his body. And then I flash cured in between that, just because if you've got a bit of outline that you really like that you've done, definitely flash cure it, because then if you make a mistake on the next bit, you don't have to wipe everything off. So we're doing his ears, and it's just sort of 3 simple lines. Like, that's it. There's not that much to it. There really isn't that much to it. Or maybe it was that 4 simple lines. So I obviously cured in between that as well. So we're going to go in and do his other ear now. Still not many lines for this one. Probably 3 or 4 again. So make sure you got enough on your brush and you haven't got that annoying little bead at the end. They annoy me so much. See, is that just 3 lines for this ear, I think? I think that is it. So then we've got his little hair details, I suppose. And then I think we're going to do the nose, just so you've got a centre point. I was going to do the eyes, but I think it's better to start with the nose, so then you know where to put the eyes, if you know what I mean. So just like the little fur details. Not a lot, just a little bit. But he looks really good. Like, I'm always really surprised how well my Peter Rabbit turns out, but it's because there isn't a lot to him. So then we're doing sort of like almond shape for his eyes. I do end up making this one a little bit bigger at the end, just because his other eye I always mess up on the eyes. I don't know why, but one eye always ends up bigger than the other. So then I always have to faff and... This is why you flash cure in between, though. Definitely remember that. So we're going to go in and do the other one. And you will see it does end up being a little bit bigger. Never mind. I feel like I say that all the time. Never mind. I messed up again. Never mind. Yeah, see, I've judged the other eye, so it looks the same. So then we're going to go and do his little whiskers. And then we're going to do a little light sparkles in his eye. And then that's him finished. Like, there really isn't a lot to him, but I just think he looks, I don't know, really detailed, but he's not. Oh, I sound so stupid. Just ignore me. I'm probably on mute anyway. And we're going to shiny top coat him, obviously. I wonder if I am on mute. Do anybody actually listen to what I say? I don't really mind either way. And there we have little Peter Rabbit. So sweet. Well, thank you for watching part 1, hand 1. So in the next couple of days, I'll probably put part 2 up if you want to stick around. But if you liked it, please give me a like and maybe hit that subscribe button. I would also really like that. Pretty please. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye.